SmackDown started off with the Miz TV, had Otis as the guest. Of course, Miz and Morrison were the hosts. It turns into a brawl, it turns into a fight, and eventually I think it just basically sets up a tag team match as the main event. Otis has to find a tag team partner to take on the Miz and Joe Morrison. Pretty average segment setting up the show. This was a weak show, I thought. They announced the matches for the Intercontinental Tournament. The first round matches were Dan O'Brien against Drew Gulak, Jeff Hardy against Sheamus, and Elias against Baron Corbin, and of course Shinsuke Nakamura against AJ Styles. They're going to reignite their feud from a couple years ago. That was so disappointing. So here's the first round match. Elias against Baron Corbin. They recapped the feud for the last few weeks. Of course, when Corbin hit Elias with the scepter and he took that big dive and everyone already forgot about it. It was a slow-paced match. It was just like that WrestleMania match. Everyone forgot that even happened in the Performance Centre at 36. It was no good. It was average. I hate watching Baron Corbin. Eventually, what happens is Elias is able to get an inside cradle. It doesn't look realistic because everyone kicks out of inside cradle quickly, but he had Corbin's shoulders down for a while. And Elias gets the win. He takes on the winner of Styles and Nakamura, I think, next week. So, Elias with the win. They have Dana Bryan and Drew Gulak announced earlier tonight. In the back, Otis approached Sheamus and asked him to be his partner. Sheamus laughed and turned him down. Back from the break, Mandy Rose approached Otis. He was upset because he couldn't find a partner. Mandy told Otis to ask Universal Champion Braun Strowman. Otis loved the idea. He kissed Rose and he went to ask Braun Strowman. The mysterious hacker appeared again and promised the truth will be told. Otis approaches Braun Strowman and asks him to be his partner. Strowman wondered if Otis is trying to snap because he has a briefcase. Otis promised he's only looking for a tag team partner. Strowman knows how this usually plays out, but he respects Otis and he's going to think about it. And eventually it does happen. Next, you have Naomi against Dana Brooke. Not good for Naomi. I don't know what they're doing with her. I don't know if they have any more plans for her, but Dana Brooke kind of beats her pretty quickly. It was like a 5-minute match. No good here. It was a short match. It built up any momentum. I guess Dana Brooke challenges Bayley next, but the way they set it up, it's like it's going to be Charlotte, it looks like. But I don't know what they're going to do. But they're going to give Dana Brooke a push. I don't know how far it will go, but I'm not as against it. Some people are. I think she has improved a lot, so I'm not freaking out about it. They recap Becky Lynch's announcement. They do a very good promo for Becky, very good video package to show her journey coming into the WWE. Of course, winning the Rumble last year, winning the main event of WrestleMania last year. And then, a year later, she announces her pregnancy with that really good promo to start. Of course, then with the emotional celebration with Asuka and them hugging and crying. I thought that was such a cool moment, a really nice, heartfelt moment. It was a really good video package, and that's it. I mean, it's kind of sad. It's it for Becky. And then you have the 4 horsewomen. I don't think they're going to get anything with them. But the 4 of them in the ring together doing a fatal 4-way match, I don't think you're going to see that. But Becky's done. I'm convinced. I mean, I think she'll wrestle. I'm almost like 95% sure she'll wrestle again at one point. But I think she's probably done as a full-time performer there. What would she be like? I don't know. They did with Trish Stratus last year, or Lita. They'll bring them back for a match every now and then. Yeah, I certainly see Becky wrestling again. But I think in terms of being a top female star, in terms of being full-time at least, maybe she comes back part-time. I think she's probably going to just want to be a mother now. So she's made a lot. She's probably set for life. And I think that's going to be it for Becky. So, you have Charlotte Flair come out, and you finish off with Becky's promo, and you have the other 3 horsewomen. Charlotte says she's working all 3 brands. Of course, Fox wanted Flair because she's a 5'10" blonde, and her last name's Flair. That's kind of funny. Fox News loves them blondes. Hey, how do you blame them? Hey, they have some good-looking blondes. Hey, can't blame Fox. That was funny. She said she won many championships on Fox or on SmackDown. She thinks there should be a giant picture of her hanging in the Performance Centre. And, of course, you have Bayley and Sasha Banks interrupt. And they, of course, grave notes about the 4 horsewomen. Bayley noted Fox wanted Flair on her name because her last name's Flair, and she's blonde, and she's tall. They mentioned Fox liking blondes twice. We know Fox likes blonde. Is the sky blue? Of course, Fox loves blonde. Oh, my God. I've been watching Fox News for like 15 years. Yeah. They love them blondes. How do you blame them? Who doesn't like blondes? Bayley and Banks pointed out last time they saw her, Bayley beat Flair. Bayley and Banks. They go back and forth. Flair runs down all of Bayley runs down Charlotte, and Charlotte puts over Sasha. She runs over all her accomplishments and wonder why she's in Bayley's shadow. Bayley starts yelling at Charlotte, and Flair asked somebody to turn off Bayley's mic so Sasha can talk. Bayley interrupts before Banks can talk. Bayley challenged Flair to a champion match. Flair says she knows Fox wants her back, so she agreed to the match. Flair asked Banks if she's her own woman or Bayley's lackey. This was a good segment. Sasha came off well. She had good facial expressions. I thought Charlotte was good. This sets it up, so I guess Charlotte's the fuse that ignites the rivalry between Bayley and Sasha, which I still don't care about. This could have been done 2 years ago. They should have had a match at WrestleMania 2 years ago. They missed their boat on this, and they should have done it again this year. Even in the Performance Centre, just do it there, and they fucked up. What are you gonna say? It's done. In the back, Kayla Braxton approaches Braun Strowman. She assumes that he's gonna be Otis' partner, but he's still thinking it over. Of course, it ends up happening. Forgotten Sons discuss past serving their country. They returned home and had no one to help them. So I'm thinking to myself, isn't one of them not American? I don't know. I'm not sure. Wesley Blake, is he American? No, I don't know. Renee Young interviews The Miz and John Morris in the back. They're not worried about Braun Strowman. Doubt Otis can get a partner. Dana Bryan against Drew Lock. First round match for Intercontinental title. Of course, Sami Zayn is stripped, as he should be. I find it funny. I see all these people complaining. I see Brian Alvarez of the Observer wing. Well, why are they stripping Sami Zayn? The Intercontinental title means nothing. Well, let me ask you something, guys. If the Intercontinental title means nothing, why are you so triggered that it's being stripped? Is it mad because Sami Zayn, you probably agree with his political views? Is that what's going on here? I think that's what you have. I don't understand what the problem is. If the belt means nothing, who cares if he's being stripped? Now, if the belt does mean something, and you're mad he's being... I'll rephrase it. If the belt does mean something, he should be stripped. Okay, it means something. He's not going to be there. They have enough guys there. Put him back. Okay, the belt means nothing. Okay, then who cares if they strip him? So it's one of those things. You had Bryan and Gulak have a very good match. Not as good as the match had at Elimination Chamber. They had I love that match. It was a couple months ago, and probably everyone forgot about it by now. But fuck, that was a hell of a wrestling match. I thought they did really good. I really, really liked that match. This wasn't as good, but this was still very good. Gulak's very talented. Bryan's good. Good technical match. Bryan rips into the knee bar. Bryan is able to get this vicious looking dragon screw rip, and he locks on the knee bar for the win. It was almost how Daniel Bryan started off. He used to have that knee bar finisher. Then he changed it to the label lock and the Yes lock. But originally he had that knee bar finisher when he first started in 2010 in Nexus. He advances in the Intercontinental title match, and of course him and Gulak shake hands. I think eventually Gulak will turn. In the back, Dolph Ziggler and Sonya Deville discuss their mixed tag match next week against Otis and Mandy Rose. Deville mocks Rose and plans to ruin her life. Main event time, tag team match. Otis and his partner, the Universal Champion Braun Strowman, take on John Morrison and The Miz. So Strowman said yes. This was okay. This was fine. Strowman kind of comes off as a comedy character in this. That's unfortunate because at first it really looked like Strowman was going to be a top star and they can make him a killer champ. I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like he's just a transitional champ. He was just there, got the belt because of what happened with Roman Reigns. The match, it was fairly average. Nothing much happened. It had Braun Strowman do the worm with Otis, which is kind of annoying. You had Morrison try taking advantage of it. Strowman hits a power slam on him for the win. After the match, Otis and Strowman celebrate, and Mandy Rose comes out. And once Mandy Rose is out, this distracts Braun Strowman. Hey, look, how can you take your eyes off Mandy Rose? And there is when they teased Otis was going to cash in, but Strowman turns around immediately, and Otis says he was just joking. And Braun Strowman has a dead stare, like, I'm going to get you. He teases it, and then, of course, it ends with Otis and Mandy kissing, and that's how the show ends. Mandy Rose looking smoking hot, by the way, and they tease a match later with Otis and Strowman. But that's how the show ended. I thought it was okay. Pretty average show tonight. Nothing much. These shows, the ratings aren't going to be good. You're just kind of waiting for things to go back to normal. They're in Florida, so maybe things will change, but... Yeah, next week you have some stuff. You have that mixed tag match, which is the big match. And then, of course, the bigger match actually is the champion match, which is Charlotte Flair against Bayley. So you have two big matches to look forward to next week. And you have the Intercontinental Tournament matches. So I'm sure next week's edition of SmackDown will probably be better than this week's.